So the federal government lost $129 million on one development agency last year alone. Who's in charge of all the money? Well, Brian Lilley is a superstar columnist with the Toronto Sun. He joins me right now. You know he's been on here before. And I want to put the question to you. Who's in charge of all the money that's going out? We have over 10,000 managers in the federal government are making more than $150,000 a year each.
Yeah.
This government, they need more money. Oh, just picking a figure from anywhere. And it's never debated. I thought we had Parliament in charge of money bills instead of either the Governor General or the King or the PMO.
Like, what are you talking about? Big money or just the $20,000 spent on gender studies of Peruvian rock music? Because that's one of the grants that went out the other day.
But there's somebody in Buckhorn who's paying taxes to put to that $20 million.
$8.2 million to support gender just rice in South Asia. I mean, look, we have people spending insane amounts of money on all kinds of issues that have nothing to do with the daily lives of Canadians. So the idea that you can't find savings, look, I get it. Mark Carney has ordered 7.5% savings this year, going up to 10% next year, cumulative, and then 15% the year after that. If they find those, and that's a big if,
you and I could find them.
Those cuts will hurt. I would generally say that most big organizations can find 5% savings easily. You go above that, it starts to get more difficult.
5% would be nice.
So going up to 7.5%, up to 15% over 3 years cumulative, that's going to be difficult and that'll hurt. But we're spending money on a lot of stupid things. There's a lot of things that are nice to have, but if you can't pay the basics in your own household, well, you don't go for the nice-to-haves.
We can't pay the veterans for the care that they need.
Or you're not, we're spending more on servicing the debt now than we are on federal transfers for health care. So if you want the good things, you've got to make sure that you've got the money to afford them. And that means you're not sending $8.2 million to a foreign country to worry about gender just rice. I'm not sure what gender just rice is, by the way.
And I don't want to talk about that. But the point is, why aren't these debated in Parliament? I thought money bills had to go through Parliament.
Oh, that's quaint. That's quaint.
I've never called that before.
The Prime Minister just announced $13 billion in new spending for housing.
So he makes these announcements. It is a PMO then that makes a decision, because I'm sure that didn't go through caucus.
It did not go through caucus. It didn't go through Parliament. Look, there's all kinds of things. We now have delegated authority so that bureaucrats are spending far more than they should without having to go to Parliament. We've got, one of the things that I think is absolutely horrible is this idea that you've got annual tax increases that don't have to go through Parliament. I'll pick on one that is related to something lots of people like: beer. Beer, wine, spirits, every year there's an escalator tax that goes up April 1st. That should not happen. You need to go to Parliament for a vote.
I agree. 3 minutes is longer than 3 minutes. Thank you for watching. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act. Once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.